Hello, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you're good, and welcome to another reading vlog. I will apologize for two things first. One, I am wearing a mess. I'm about to jump in the bath, but I keep forgetting to start this vlog, and if I don't start it now when I'm only one day in, I am totally gonna have not filmed anything. Shock. Two, if you can hear noise in the background, someone has decided to mow the lawn in the rain. I think it's the council. So they have like a big ass thing and they're doing all the verges. Lawnmower? Machine. I don't know. But like I say, I'm about to jump in the bath to fix this shenanigan situation. Not shenanigan. I'm going to fix this. So I wanted to start before I go in. But what are we reading? I hear you ask. I mean, I'm sure you'll have gathered from the title and the thumbnail, but I'm reading The Love Hypothesis by Ali Hazelwood. I did a little poll to see what reading vlog you guys would like to see, and this won quite easily. This obviously is a recommendation from Becca from the Becca Fowl. She raves about this book. It is like the book she wants everyone to read. I started it last night on Lisa's sprints, and yesterday I travelled back from my friend's wedding, so I was quite dopey, but I read yesterday's pages. I did manage to do that, and I laughed so much already. And this is like a little out of my comfort zone, because you guys know me, horror and manga, fantasy, sure, but I don't read a lot of like romance or rom-com-y type stuff. I added so many to my list on Lisa Sprints because I was like, oh man, I'm really enjoying this. Maybe, I know it's like 3 chapters in, well actually a prologue and 2 chapters, so maybe don't get carried away, but at the same time I was having so much fun, and I thought, wouldn't this be nice to kind of sprinkle through some of the heavier stuff that I read? So I asked for Rex. Now I have many on my wish list. So I'm excited to continue this today, and what I will say here, and it will be in the title and on the thing and on the thumbnail and everything, there will be spoilers. This is not a spoiler-free reading vlog. I'm just gonna talk to you about my thoughts. So please be prepared for that. So with all that out of the way, let me talk to you about like the first prologue and first 2 chapters of this book. I relate to Olive so much. So much. Like from the prologue alone, when she couldn't see the guy that she was talking to because she had put expired contact lenses in her eyes and her eyes were like on fire. And she said expiration dates are for the week, and I was like, I do this too, because the reason that she used expired contacts is because they are expensive, and I agree. I don't wear contact lenses very often. I think I look weird, but every so often I use them, maybe like on a spa day. I don't think you're supposed to, but I am a rebel, rule breaker. So sometimes I wear them to the spa or on like some nights out, and well, they're not really anymore because I think I look weird without my glasses. But anyway, on the rare occasion that I do wear them, we don't need to have like specifics for the occasion, but on the rare occasion that I do wear them, I can't afford to like buy pack after pack after pack. So I buy like the daily disposable ones and I use them as and when, and if they've expired, no they're not, because we don't look at the date and it's all fine. The other thing that I really love about Olive is that when something happens, we get like her internal monologue, which is her just spiraling to worst case scenario. Girl, same. Like as soon as something bad happens, I immediately start thinking of all the repercussions and what this could mean, and like the worst case scenario of where we could end up. And like one of them was like, she's going to get deported back to Canada, and I was like, oh god, I've been there. Not like deported, because I live in England where I was born, so they can't deport me. Where would they deport me to? Nowhere. But like prison. And it'll be something really minor. I'll be like, oh my god, why are they put me in prison? For what? For what? Seriously. I've never done anything prison worthy. And yet, the amount of times that I thought I'm going to jail. So I am very much relating to Olive as a character. And I like Adam so far. He's got this kind of like, I don't know, I feel like there's a inner softness that she's going to come through, and I love that because he's kind of like quite a hard shell maybe, but inside is going to be a bit like she's just got to get to it. And I really liked the fact as well that the build up was non-existent, as in like we didn't have to go through Olive having the date with Jeremy and seeing how On and Jeremy were liking each other. We got straight in at the kiss that started everything off, and I'm really enjoying the writing. I'm so excited because I was so nervous to read this because one, it's Becca's favourite and I don't want to be like, I hated it, but also it's so far out of my comfort zone that I was like, oh god, what about if I really don't enjoy this and I'm buddy reading it with 3 people, the whole thing. But so far I'm really enjoying it, so I'm excited. Okay, so the plan is I'm on holiday all week, and I feel like if I wasn't buddy reading it I could finish it today, but I'm also reading The Luminous Dead and I do want to read that. This is not for this vlog, that's just a side note. So obviously I'm going to be reading like 3 chapters a day. I'm going to try and check in with you each day and give you my thoughts. There's probably not going to be a lot of b-roll because even though I'm on holiday, I plan on doing jack shit. I might go out for lunch with Danny, I don't know. The school runs are not exciting. I mean, I'll show you my bath. There's not really much to show. So there'll be a little bit of b-roll, but let's be honest, not a lot. It's mostly going to be just updates. So that is the plan. I'm going to have my bath and I will update you when I have read today's chapters.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to grey as you fade away.
Hi, it's Thursday. I forgot to update you after my bath yesterday. Shock. But I did continue the Love Hypothesis. I'm up to chapter 6 and everyone in the buddy read has shot forward because we're all enjoying it so much. So I think all bets are off and I'm just going to try and finish it. I am enjoying it so much that I accidentally did this. I know. I have it on Kindle. I'm reading it on Kindle. I wanted it physically in my hand. So I bought it. I've been into town. I have a Starbies. Very upset about this though. Focus. It's not going to focus. That is a J. It's also, you can't see it because it's back to front. My name begins with a G, not a J. It's one of those irrational pet peeves because I know you can spell my name both ways, but only one of them is correct. Sorry to any Gemmas that spell your name with a J. I can't help that your parents messed up your name. Anyway, I bought the Love Hypothesis, so you know I'm probably going to sit and read this. I then also bought The Spanish Love Deception and The Kiss Quote. And look, I think I've been sleeping on this genre because I read The Unhoneymooners, which I also just accidentally bought. I bought this because I really enjoyed this book and I thought it was like an anomaly. I thought it was like a one-off. So I didn't buy it, but I've been thinking about it, and every time someone is like, oh, does anyone have any good like romance recs, it's the one that I always mention because it's the one that I really enjoyed. And because I've been enjoying The Love Hypothesis so much, it got me thinking about other books that I've read and enjoyed, and I realised really this and Red, White and Royal Blue and Autobiography I have loved. I just didn't realise that I was actually enjoying books from this genre. I didn't put them together, you know? Because Red, White and Royal Blue and The Unhoneymooners and The Love Hypothesis are very kind of like similar books. Well, not similar, but like similar genre. I like them when they have fake dating, enemies to lovers, forbidden romance, and humour. I don't read a lot of books that make me laugh, but this really made me laugh, and this keeps making me laugh. The only sad thing about moving over to this is that I've been highlighting a lot in my Kindle book, which I won't be doing in my physical book, but that's the only thing. And then, well, I went to, so what happened was, And then listen to me try and justify what happened, okay? So what happened was I went to the works, and what I knew I wanted to get was these two, and then one other in the 3 for 2. Not in the 3 for 2, in the 3 for £5, okay? They didn't have the Love Hypothesis, but they did have this. So I bought this, and then Lottie and a bunch of other people was like the Kiss Quotient. I can't remember. It was people on Rose Discord. I just remember Lottie saying that she loved this author. Hang on, let me check. Who was it? Brit. It was Brit. So Brit and Lottie suggested this. So I bought these two. And then there was like one other romance there, but it was like this woman, it was called, I think it was called The Dating Game, and it's like a reporter, and she did a piece on this like bachelorette type show, and it went viral, and so she got invited to do it. But there was another book that Tori already recommended to me called, it's on my Amazon wishlist. Are we surprised? My Amazon wishlist has a lot more colour on it than it did. Let's put it that way. It was One to Watch, but they didn't have that. And there was like that One to Watch, the one that I saw in the works, and another book, and they all have very similar concepts. But I want to read One to Watch the most because it was Tori's favourite book of 2020. So I didn't get it. So I needed another one for my 3 for £5. I asked the lady, they did not have any Love Hypothesis. So this is not really in the same vein, but I bought The Echo Wife by Sarah Gailey because Kayla from Books and Lala gave this 5 stars, and I'm pretty sure she really, really enjoyed it. So it's like a thriller. It says Big Little Lies meets Black Mirror. I was gonna say Black Widow, Black Mirror. So I think it's like a thriller with like a twist, which I love that sort of thing. And then I went to Tesco's and bought these two. So I bought these two. So actually, I mean, I got 5 books and it cost me £13. So that's like £2.50-ish per book. Not even that. I don't know. God, it's not like I work in accounts or anything. Leave me alone. So I am really excited because I feel like I'm getting into this place where I'm finding things that I really love. I'm finding all these different genres, and I can start like really mixing up my TBRs. So every month can have like horror and contemporary and fantasy, and I can just really mix it up depending on what I'm in the mood for. And I love that. And apparently I'm in the mood for this kind of thing at the moment. Although I'm still reading The Luminous Dead, and it is so good. Like, I blitzed through like 150 pages yesterday in the afternoon, and fucking mint. I am really enjoying it. So what is the plan? Because Danny is at my mum's putting loft insulation in their loft. He regrets agreeing to this, I think. So he's there. I've got to pick Jensen up in about 45 minutes. So I think I'm going to read some of this. I'm going to catch up to where I was. I'm just going to read a bit. Lisa's finished it. Tori's ahead. I'm not really sure where Cara is anymore. So I'm going to just check and kind of see where everyone else is. And then I'm probably just going to like read a big chunk of it. I'm sorry, my phone keeps going off. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to read a bit. I'm going to enjoy my Starbucks. And then I'm going to go and collect my son from school, and then my man from my mother's. And then I'm hoping D&D is on tonight. Really hoping, because it's been like months at this point, because of there's been work issues and illness and COVID keeps rearing its ugly head in the group. Not me, touch wood. I'm still managing to avoid it. So I know 3 of us are available. We're just waiting to see whether Tom has work, and then I'll know. If I don't have D&D, I'm going to be really sad, but I will get some more reading done. I get the feeling that this is going to be a lot shorter vlog than I intended, because I think I'm going to blitz through this. But I'm going to try and remember to give you more thoughts. Oh, thoughts on the book. Thoughts on the book. So I'm up to chapter 6. My thoughts on the book are that I am in love with Olive because she's like the most relatable character I've ever read. I'm in love with Adam because he's kind of dreamy, in kind of like a brooding, standoffish kind of way. I did see pretty early on, like I did realise what was going to happen with the guy from Harvard. Like it was pretty obvious. I didn't realise that him and Adam were going to be like friends, but I did think that they were going to be collaborators. But the scene where he was like quizzing her and Adam got all protective over her and was like, stop like harassing my girlfriend. I was like, yeah, I know they're only fake dating, but, well, obviously I'm assuming not for long. I know how romance works. Maybe. But I'm just, I can't believe how much I'm loving this. So that's my thoughts so far. I'm still laughing a lot. I'm just kind of in love with the characters, and I am gonna go and read some more, and I'll update you in a bit. Hi, it's Friday. This lighting is terrible and I look like shit. We're rolling with. I never read on a Friday. This is known because while Chicago's on, Chicago Fire and Chicago PD, I just don't read. Today I was on holiday, so slightly different. I watched all bar the first 2 episodes, which I'd already watched, of WandaVision. Insert picture that I sent to the Marvel-a-thon group chat. When I finished, I was fine. And I think I've just seen a message from Becca. I think she has sent me away to watch her copy of Spider-Man because I haven't had a chance to see it yet. So I'm going to try and watch that tomorrow because I'm going to see Doctor Strange on Sunday. This is not what we're supposed to be talking about, but the point is that I watched all of WandaVision and then I played The Sims. Now, normally I would not read. I would just potter about and then I would watch Chicago. Well, it's now, I don't know, almost 10 o'clock and I haven't started watching Chicago yet. I'm going to watch it after this. I'm just over halfway through The Love Hypothesis. I know I've said in this vlog that I'm really surprised at how much I'm enjoying it, but I need you to understand. I started The Luminous Dead ages ago. I say ages ago, like last week. I have that much left. It's like 100 pages, and I'm pretty sure it's on hold until I finish this. I don't know what's happening. I am so invested in this story. I am so invested in these two. I love Olive. I think I've seen a spoiler because I'm useless. I wanted to know which character was based on which Star Wars character, but I don't know any of the Star Wars characters. So I wanted to kind of like look them up and then look up a picture so that I could kind of get visuals in my head. And I did that. And then I think I read a spoiler, which I'm not going to say until it's confirmed. But didn't see it coming. So that's a bit annoying. But I have no one to blame but myself. What can I tell you about this so far? I just love them. I just love them so much. I don't remember the last time I was this invested in 2 characters being together. Olive has just made the connection that Adam is probably the guy who gave her like the pep talk during the expired contacts saga. I had already kind of come to that conclusion myself. However, her coming to the realization was pretty cute, and then kind of like realizing that maybe she's falling for him and her kind of meltdown about it, and it's so obvious. It's so obvious that he's into her too, and I just want them to like bang their heads together and sort it out. I was kind of like aware, because I was like, we still have half the book to go and this is going too well. So I was expecting some kind of event to take part in the second half, which I think I kind of know what that's going to be now. But I'm not going to read any more tonight, because we're at the point where it could be emotional, and I've suffered enough today with One Division. It was enough. I get the feeling that I could finish this by the end of the weekend, which is saying a lot, because on Sunday there's a kids' party and then cinema. But I wonder if I don't know. We don't have any plans tomorrow. I don't think I'm going to film much tomorrow, because they told us today they're going to resurface the road outside my house. So, like bitumen and bitumen. Sorry, I'm such a child. They're like bitumen and stone or something. So we had to move cars. There's nowhere to park that is not on a road here. So I've had to drive my car to my mum's house and leave it there overnight, and she had to drive me back on her way to the supermarket. And then when she picks up my dad from the pub tomorrow, hopefully that'll be done and I can go and collect said car. So during the day, we will not be doing anything. We're just going to be about. I'm so sorry. This angle and this lighting is awful, but it's where I am for this update. And I don't want to go upstairs because I'm lazy as fuck. Also, Danny is suffering today because he went to my mum's and put loft insulation in their loft for my dad, and it took him like 4 hours, which is crazy quick, like considering the size of the loft. Like, my dad was really impressed, but he is suffering today with his knees, so he's been, you know, just kind of laid up and in pain today. And Jensen is of course in bed, so staying down here to kind of leave them in peace. I'm going to go watch Chicago, that's what I'm going to do, rather than rabbiting on. This will probably be a terrible clip as well, because my living room is really echoey for some reason. It's just a hole. Like, I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I am super professional. Look at me go. I'm just looking at myself now. Yeah. Brilliant. Just sums it up. Phone's going off, looking like crap, shit lighting, shit sound. You're welcome. Right, I really kind of want to continue this, but I really want to watch Chicago, and I know if I don't start it, I will not have a chance to watch it, and I want to try and fit in Spider-Man this weekend as well, and blah. I can't believe that my week off is almost over. This is so depressing. I also haven't watched any YouTube, BookTube all week, because I watch it whilst I work, and I don't have time. I haven't had time to like just sit and watch stuff because I've been doing other things. So, God, I haven't even added stuff from like the last couple of days to my watch later. So I'm gonna have a lot to catch up on, I think. So apologies if I've not been in your videos. I should be soon. I will give you some kind of update tomorrow if I read any. Hopefully, I would read it. I could plan to finish it tomorrow, depending on how distracting Jay is, because I'm not sure. He's gonna be in the house today. He's gonna be distracting, so we'll see. We'll see. Anyway, bye. Oh, hi. It's Monday, so I've had an entire week of filming this vlog and I still haven't finished the book, and I was off, so there really is no excuses. I'm not doing well with May. What are we, like halfway through? I'm yet to finish a book. Oh, it's going so good. I had such good intentions. I said to Lisa and Tori that maybe we're just all kind of having a not so great reading month because we're gearing up for Marvelathon. But I really still want to do well with the readathons that I'm doing this month. I don't know what's going on with me. What's happened since I last spoke to you? I did read a bit more of The Love Hypothesis. And Tom, I thought he was a good guy. He's just gross. I was going to say if you haven't read this book, but if you're here, I really hope that you've read it because spoilers. I knew that he was kind of going to be the bad guy because that was something that I accidentally spoiled myself for because I'm really good at that. And so I accidentally had spoiled that he was like a bad guy, but I didn't really know how he was going to be a bad guy, and it was just like, oh, like gross, a gross man, because making out that she was only with Adam to further her career is gross, and then saying that she'll have to sleep with him to be able to use his lab and all of that, gross. Why do men why do men do that kind of stuff? I don't understand. It winds me up. Anyway, so that's kind of where I left it. No, that's not where I left it. Adam came back and found her crying in the hotel room and was just like a sweet bean. And that was where I left it. I think they were going out to get drunk together. And Tori told me that the chapter that I'm on, which is chapter 15, she read chapter 15 through to the end in one go. And I just feel like that is what's going to happen, but I haven't had time. So the weekend is a bit of a blur. What did I do on Saturday? Oh, Saturday I watched Spider-Man, which was brilliant. I really enjoyed that. And then I watched Eurovision, which was actually really good. I mean, I say really good. The show, there were too many ballads for me. Like, there wasn't enough Eurovision in this year's Eurovision. But second place? Come on! Like, I can't remember the last time that we weren't in the bottom, and yet here we are. And he was such a cool guy. Like, Switzerland got no points from the viewers, and there was like a delay where there was on the host and everyone was clapping. And I thought, oh, that's nice. They're giving them lots of support. But it turned out that delay was because Sam Ryder got up out of his section and went over to give the guy a big hug and like give him a little cheer up because the guy from Switzerland posted it on his TikTok, and I just like, oh my god, what a great guy. What a great ambassador for us at Eurovision, because he just looked so happy the entire time. He was so upbeat, so like pepping everyone up. He was great. So I enjoyed that, and I was losing my mind at the points because like from the first 12 points I was like, this isn't real. It was just awesome. And then Sunday I went and saw Doctor Strange, which I also really enjoyed. And then today I went back to work in the office. I haven't watched any BookTube for a week. Tomorrow might be the day because there's like 4 of us in the office tomorrow, and I think I'm going to need headphones, you know? So hopefully tomorrow I'll catch up on some BookTube. I've had to be like really stingy with what I've added to my watch later because otherwise it will stress me out. So some videos I'm just going to have to miss, which I'm sad about. You know, I might go back and watch the ones I've missed, but I don't want to get too behind. I want to be watching the most relevant stuff. So I took a week off, and I didn't even mean to, because apart from filming this vlog and an Abominable Book Club unboxing, which I'm yet to edit, I have filmed nothing. I have watched nothing. And to be honest, I've read nothing. And I'm really, like, annoyed because The Luminous Dead and The Love Hypothesis, I'm enjoying them both so much, but just no motivation to read. Stupid brain. Anyway, I am hoping to read some Love Hypothesis tonight. Or maybe, I don't know. Tomorrow I'm going on Lisa sprints. So if nothing else, I should finish it tomorrow. Although I do need to edit that vlog. Because, you know, I do need to actually post at some point. Okay, I'm going to go. Maybe I'll read now. Although I think dinner's nearly ready, so... I can't believe We're 2 weeks in and I'm yet to finish a bloody book. That big old TBR stack isn't getting read, is it? Let's be honest. It was a nice idea and all, but no. Hi, it's Thursday. I keep forgetting to update. I'm so sorry. I finished it. I finished it last night in like, I don't know, 2 hours? Maybe a bit more. I don't know. I flew through the end, okay? I think where I left off, he had found her in the hotel room upset, okay? Oh my God. I left it there and I said where I was, and Tori and Lisa were both like, you stopped at chapter 15? I was like, yeah. Didn't really think anything of it. Didn't manage to pick up the book for a couple of days. Picked up and I was like, oh, I understand. Oh my God. Chapter 15 and chapter 16 were something. They were something. There was some spice. It was a spicy couple of chapters, okay? And I was surprisingly living for it. I don't know who I am anymore, if I'm honest. I really don't. This happened to me last year when I started reading horror, and I was like, I don't know who this girl is, and now I'm so confused. Like, has my reading taste changed so much? Because I still want to read fantasy, but YA fantasy is like, my interest in it has dipped. I just seem to be like horror, thrillers, romance. I don't know. Do I know my own reading taste? I'm not sure that I do anymore. Maybe I should just like let other people pick my books from now on, because clearly they know better than me. Also, I have this now. Thank you, Chloe. So, you know, the collection is growing. I might have ordered another one. The Roommate, which I think is a book that Meg really likes. I think Meg really likes The Roommate. Anyway, tangent. I have a problem, okay? Listen. Chapter 15 and chapter 16 were pretty spicy. I enjoyed them very much. And then, oh God, there was feelings. There were so many feelings, and Holden and Malcolm were like cute, and then okay. So Olive was like obviously feeling really low, and Adam had been talking to her about all the stuff, like crap with his advisor when he was a postgrad, and talking about Tom and how helpful he'd been to him. And obviously we know that Tom is a massive dick, but Adam is like, oh, you know, Tom really looked out for me, and all of this. And then Aslan, which is Olive's advisor, wants the recording of her talk, because obviously she went to this conference to give a talk. Aslan couldn't go, so she agreed to record it, and she never stopped the recording. She had left the phone recording through her talk, through everything that happened with Tom, into the hotel room. So when she's trying to cut it down, because it's like hours long, and Malcolm and Anne are in the room with her, and she's like trying to cut it down, and all of a sudden Tom's voice comes through the speakers and they hear what he said, and shit really does hit the fan. So like, now people know. So what do? Malcolm sends her off to talk to Holden, because, you know, him and Holden are like that now. Him and Holden. Oh, so cute. Anyway, I would also like a book about them, because they were cute as fuck. And he's like, go and speak to Holden. So she like talks about it indirectly, and he's basically like, yeah, Tom's a dick. And if I had like proof that Tom was a dick, I would tell Adam that Tom was a dick so that he could see. So she's like, okay, I'm going to do it. Because she finds out that Adam is going to go to Harvard next year and work with Tom. So the whole point of doing this fake dating was to convince On that it was okay for her to date Jeremy, but the plus side for Adam was that it would convince his investors that he was going to stay at Stanford, but he's not. And then it turns out he only decided to go to Harvard because Olive was going to go to Harvard. He was following her. He was following his dreams. And now she can't go to Harvard. And she was not going to say anything because she didn't want to ruin his plans. But then Holden's like, yeah, he only did that because you're going. I thought you knew that, basically. Or you might not know this, but... So she's decided she's going to tell him. So she goes to the restaurant where he's having a meeting with all these Harvard execs. And he, like, sees her. And he stands up and he's, like, drawn to her because he thinks it's over because she... Oh, I've missed that part. She went to the hotel room and she ended it. And she was like, we can't do this. We can't do this because it will ruin everything and blah, blah, blah. And then, so he thinks it's over, and then she turns at the restaurant, and he's like, oh my God, she's here. And he goes to speak to her, and she's like, oh, I need to talk to you in private, and he's trying to leave, and then old Tommy Dickhead comes over and is trying to, like, get Olive to go because he obviously knows what she's going to do, and Adam's like, leave us. So Olive goes to leave and he's like, no, Tom, leave us. And I was like, yeah, bitch, leave them. This is like the most dramatic retelling of what happened in a story, but I can't, I was so invested. Okay, so then Tom won't leave, so Olive just plays the recording, and it's like, oh, a change. So Adam becomes Stabby Adam, and he's like goes for Tom, and it's all like, and then like the only person that can get him off Tom, because he's like got him up against the wall, and he's like, Rah! And the only person that can get him off is obviously Olive, and she doesn't even have to say much. She's like, don't do it, and he's like, okay, I won't do it. And then it was so good. So like, Dickhead's getting fired, they go on like a double date with Malcolm and Holden. It's so beautiful. Olive realises that Adam's been in love with her for years. They realise that they're in love. It's beautiful. They do a little jump forward at the end to them, like, recreating a year of the kiss, and they're together, and they go on hikes, and it's beautiful. And I 5 stars. 5 stars, okay? I love this so much, and no one is more surprised than me, okay? No one. Becca, you were right. You were so right, and I've pre-ordered Love on the Brain. I'm a new woman. I'm a new woman. I appreciate I kind of lost the plot there for a minute, and I went full fangirl. It's just so good. I am now so excited to go on this like romance journey. I'm definitely going to try and get some more in next year. I keep looking here because I have now a stack. Look. Oh, well, you know, it's just, I can't, you've probably seen this, but, you know, here's my stack. I've obviously read the bottom one, but I've got these ones to read, and I was kind of looking at my shelves, and I think that I have more, but they're just like YA romance, and, you know, I've got Opposite of Always, Don't Be Bryson Keller, I Was Born for This, Radio Silence, Nick and Charlie, Stay Gold, Felix Ever After, Ship It, The Second, Aristotle and Dante, You Should See Me in a Crown. Like, there's others, but they're YA. But I'm kind of, these. I want these. I want more of these, please. So I'm very excited. This was so good. Like, I've only read 2 books in May. It's going to be more, but, you know, it's not going to be much more. But I'm so pleased because The Luminous Dead was 4 stars. I really enjoyed it. This is a 5. I just love this. I kind of want to read it again already. I'm so glad that I decided to pick this up because I almost didn't, and now look at me. Like a new woman. So that's it for this vlog. It's kind of all over the place. Which is just me. I am all over the place at the moment for some reason. I'm just so excited. Like, I did not think romance was for me, and I really think I'm wrong. And now there's like so many books out there for me to kind of enjoy, and I've just got books for all moods and occasions, and it's just a great time. I'm just having a great time. If you've read The Love Hypothesis, oh my God, I hope you've read The Love Hypothesis, because you know, I did warn, spoilers. So I want to hear your thoughts on Love Hypothesis. I want recommendations. Obviously, I've got In Happen One Summer, I've got One Last Stop, The Kiss Quotient, and The Spanish Love Deception. I've got The Roommate coming. I have more on my wish list, but if you have other books like The Love Hypothesis or The Unhoneymooners and things like the other ones, let me know in the comments below, because I'm building up a wish list here. I'm building up a need to read list, and I want all the recs. Thank you. If you don't have any recs for me, but you just want me to know you're here, that purple heart is always appreciated. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're not already subscribed and you'd like to see more bookish content from me, remember to hit that button. Leave a like if you want to, and I will see you in the next one. Bye! We didn't have to go through Olive dating Jeremy. It's probably not going to be a lot of B-roll, because even though I'm on holiday, hello? And Red, White and... Speak to you in a bit. What are you waiting for? What a swell guy. Swell. The Luminous Dead and the Love Hypothesis. The second Aristotle and Dante. I don't know. I don't know. But you know,